Doesn't like
Probably
it.
just looking for another threat.
Finds another Teamer Charm. It wants to be on top.
The always awesome... Wait, did I put that card on the bottom of my deck?
Yeah. Gets in for 2. Decides to keep mana up. Interesting. So he's got a Crater Claws in hand, a Storm Breath that we know about.
Yeah, he's got a Storm Breath, Crater's Claws, Magma Spray, and I can't see the other card. So there's a Seeker. He's probably... I think Tommy's going to try to Magma Spray this here, and then he's just going to get Lightning Struck. Unless the other card in his hand is a Lightning Strike. And then he'll probably just try to Lightning Strike it, which is pretty good for us.
So now David Lightning Strikes back.
Which accomplishes...
Trigger.
I forgot about his sentence.
Yes. So he will be large.
Yeah. I don't think I would have tried to do that if I was Tommy.
So directing the Lightning Strike to Tommy, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I do nowhere else to put it.
Yep.
Not
gonna aim it at the Courser. No. Don't want to fire it off there. Boy, has a lot of triggers to resolve. Dropping Tommy to 12. Okay.
Alright, yeah, so there we go.
Sure, in response to the triggers.
Yep.
There's nothing. So that is exiled. Off of Magma Spray.
Yep.
They might want to...
Yeah, they have to get that because it is kind of relevant.
It is very relevant, especially when your opponent may or may not have Treasure Cruise.
Yeah, so there's Pelucranos, but I think we're going to get a Stormbreath Dragon.
Stormbreath Dragon
to beat,
seems
taking 1 off
very
that.
good. There you go.
So
Boom.
Tommy goes to 10 here.
Dropping a 10.
David's
Here they come.
Go to 6.
Boy. Now, if you're David, that's Stormbreath Dragon.
David needs something good here.
He's wasted the Stoke the Flames that he had.
Yeah.
I guess he can try to loot
here
another one. He just drew in a Rebel Master?
He has Jeskai Charm, Rebel Master, I think. Yeah, David, I think, is just dead here. Yeah. He has a... Oh, he has Treasure Cruise.
Boy, I hope he doesn't... Oh, boy. You gotta know with the Magma. The Magma Spray there should have taken that.
I don't think it's going to matter, but he would have had enough cards to throw it away anyways.
You always got to be careful, though.
But I don't think he has any outs here.
But we know Stoke kills the dragon, right?
Yeah, but he can't cast Stoke.
Not anymore. That is correct. Yeah. I mean, he has a blocker now, though, for the Courser.
There's no 1-mana spell in this format that kills Stormbreath Dragon.
Also true. Oh, well, that's all. I completely forgot about the Crater Claws Tommy has had in hand the entire time. So you swing with Stormbreath, Crater Claws your opponent for a pretty good amount to the dome.
Yeah.
Yep. Token's going to come in and get him for 1? Sure. Tommy's like, yep, go ahead. I'm going to untap and beat you in the face. Is that a land on top?
No, it's another Courser.
Another Courser. All right, well, here comes... I'm assuming it's Stormbreath.
Yeah,
and shoot you to the dome.
Yeah. I mean, he could Teamer Charm the Rabble Master, and it's the same.
Yeah. I don't even know if that's really...
Yeah, you just Teamer Charm the Rabble Master with the Courser or the Stormbreath Dragon.
Yeah. Also get you?
Actually, here's what I show him Crater's Claws, and then board it out because it's terrible.
You let him know that you had Crater's Claws in the entire time, and then you just ship it away.
Ship it, yes, it's terrible.
All right, well, Tommy picks it up. Boy, didn't show him the Crater's Claws, though, which is interesting.
So back to game
3
here.
I mean,
didn't expect this to go to game 3, but David got stuck on lands there, so...
Which we've noticed, in honesty, is something that plagues the Jeskai tokens list. Like, where if we're talking about how the Tamir deck deals damage to itself from its lands, the Jeskai tokens deck has an issue with being stuck on mana that is not optimal.
I think that's anecdotal too. I think it's just I think it's just variance. And Tommy, sure enough, taking out the Crater's Claws.
Doesn't like Crater's Claws here. Nope. So what else? I'm assuming
he did take out the Elvish Mystics, and the Heir of the Wild. So he is taking the more controlling plan. I just don't know what he's going to bring in here. He's going to bring in some Rabble Masters. I don't know if I like Rabble Master on the draw.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that either. I don't know. I would definitely bring back in the Elvish Mystics just because I feel like you want to accelerate into your larger threats.
I definitely don't like Mana Leak on the draw. The 3-mana Mana Leak, I definitely don't like Tamir Charm on the draw.
Really?
But I do like it for its falter effect.
Yes. Sure.
That is pretty good against the tokens.
It is. It's very good against the tokens.
Yeah, so Tommy is... I guess Tommy is on the... hoping on for the turn 2 Rebel Master plan here, because he's
That'd be a good...
bringing in his Elvish Mystics.
I mean, a turn 2 Rabble Master, turn 3 Chandra.
Yeah, I like Dig Through Time here. I don't know why he didn't bring in Dig Through Time. If you're trying to be a more controlling deck, I like Dig Through Time.
Dig Through Time is a card that I play in my list, and it's, like I said before, my list is much more controlling. But, I mean, if you Steam Augury, and your opponent has to decide between giving you a Dig Through Time, a Treasure Cruise, a Sarkin, and a Storm Breath.
Yeah, well, then you're the luckiest man alive.
Yeah, it's a very good trade.
And you didn't get 3 lands and then 2 spells off your Steam Augury.
You are correct. I'm just saying, the Dig Through Time, I agree with you, presents a very unique threat that David kind of has to deal with, because it's a card that isn't easy to play around. Your opponent can cast it at various stages of the game. It provides them with
and if we're trying to be a control deck, then I want to be a control deck.
Correct, yeah.
But I guess Tommy is... He was the control deck there while he...
But maybe he's back to the mid-range plan.
I guess he's now back to the mid-range plan.
Instead of...
I don't know. I don't like to try to be aggressive here when we're on the draw. I don't know if that's correct.
Sure.
I'd rather...
I definitely want to resolve...
I just don't like having 3 Anger of the Gods in our deck, and then a million cards that just die to Anger of the Gods.
Correct, yeah.
Because it just feels so miserable when we have to cast it.
It does. It feels like negative value.
Yeah.
And if anything, we're all about value.
We're all about value.
And
Tommy actually has lands here, and looks like David has
does
lands.
too. David has at least 2 lands and a Seeker.
Yeah.
Tommy kind of mulling it over here.
I think Tommy has 3 lands, 4 lands, Pelucranos, Disdainful Stroke, and Rabble Master. So I can't imagine him shipping that back.
But does he have... Here once again, we're at the mercy of the Tamir.
Interesting.
Did he have a land that produced red mana, though?
Yeah, he had a basic mountain.
Okay.
I think he had a basic mountain.
Didn't like it, though?
He had a basic mountain, 2 Yavimaya Coasts, another land, a Pelucranos, a Rabble Master, and a Disdainful Stroke. I would have kept that hand. I don't know.
Well, David has a pretty confident keep.
Maybe he didn't keep it because it has no early interaction. Like, no lightning strikes, no magma sprays, no Anger of the Gods.
That's true.
But, I mean, is our 6 getting better than that?
I mean, your better 6 is Lightning Strike, Magma Spray, Rabble Master, X Creature. Yeah, I mean...
I don't know.
What else are you looking for in 6, then? If not to...
Yeah, Anger of the Gods, I guess, then?
Okay, so you're looking for Magma Spray, Anger of the Gods...
Yeah,
maybe Creature? Like...
We'll have to ask him. I keep that hand. I can understand maybe because it deals him a bunch of damage, but...
Okay, well, here he is again.
So does this...
This is a Mana Confluence.
He has Mana Confluence, Yavimaya Coast, Elvish Mystic. So he has the turn 1 Elvish Mystic. Oh, there we go. Reclamation Sage.
That's a good one.
Talk about value.
There you go. That's the value. That's what we're looking for. Reclo Sage, good card. Okay, picking himself for 1.
There we go.
And you're off to the races. David also fetching.
So Tommy is on the ramp up to Stormbreath Dragon plan, I think.
So what's your optimal turn 2 play if I'm Tommy, and I guess I'm playing my list, I'm tapping, I'm playing a Sylvan Caryatid next turn, I'm playing a Scryland.
Okay, my optimal next turn play
is
Courser of Krufix.
Sure.
That is the card I want to play next.
Yeah.
If my opponent taps out, I got Rabble Master is fine.
Rabble Master also seems like a quality play.
Yeah, but if my opponent doesn't tap out, my optimal play is Courser of Krufix. Or I guess Savage Knuckleblade. But
Savage Knuckleblade is an interesting card. When I see people like Jeff Hoogland or Joe Bernal play Savage Knuckleblade, it's usually on the 4.
Yeah,
and they tend to keep a Mana Confluence up to kind of promote a stubborn denial, like, hey, you better check the board.
Yeah. Tommy drew another Mana Confluence, so he's going to take a lot of damage from his lands here.
Here's the Scryland. If we see a Sylvan Caryatid here, I'm going to be fairly happy with myself.
And they stole your deck.
I'll be somewhat happy, but we don't see a Sylvan Caryatid, so now I'm less happy because I don't know what we're keeping up.
No, he has Stubborn Denial. I mean, he just doesn't have any two mana plays.
Boy, I don't know. So what gets better now? There's a Pelucranos.
Do we jam Polukranos into open mana? Once again, I think we make him have it. So
you make him have the Disdainful Stroke.
Sure,
What, Stubborn Denial can't hurt you here, so.
Yeah, if he's got a counterspell, he's got a counterspell.
Here he comes.
Take a million. Take one.
Do you have the Disdainful Stroke?
He's got to have something, right?
Nope.
All right, so.
What's he taking? One off that?
So I gotta imagine David has some play. Whether it's Jeskai Charm that guy back to the top of his deck.
Sure.
But if I'm, do we do that on our turn?
I think you would attack, right? Get the lifelink.
He's mulling it over. I think he's got a Jeskai Charm. He does.
He does. It's right in his hand. I think you do it
depending
combat, Jeskai Charm.
Yeah, it depends on what our hand is. If we have a play next turn, then I kind of just like time walking him.
So this is end? End step.
Tommy's fine with that.
I think he's okay.
So I imagine David then has another...
Oh, well, Ascendancy now.
Yeah.
Right.
I think he has Stoke the Flames, too. I can't imagine he's going to Stoke the Flames and salvage this and beat in for 3. So he has
this is Ascendancy.
Okay, so he has Rabble Master. So
Oh,
yeah, I definitely
okay.
like that then.
Wow. Boy, I'm calling my shots a little too. I thought it was Ascendant. It's the promo Rabble Master. So he's taking 3.
Yeah, going to 13. So I don't think Tommy has an untapped land. No, I think he has another Mana Confluence, so maybe he wants to run that Stormbreath Dragon out there, but that's going to just die to Stoke the Flames. So I think the correct line here is to play a Mana Confluence, play our Polukranos that he knows about, take 1 damage, and hold up Stubborn Denial with Ferocious backup.
Sure.
But we'll see if Tommy takes that line. Looks like he is. Yeah.
And here comes Poly K. And Poly K's a beast.
Yeah, Polukranos is pretty good here. I mean, the Rabble Master isn't going to be able to attack through it.
Drops him to 12.
Yeah, so Polukranos is pretty good here. Another Jeskai Charm would be real bad for us.
Another Jeskai Charm would not be, and unfortunately, no, it's Stoke. Okay, so he's got a Stoke.
He has a Stoke, so yeah, Stormbreath Dragon would not have been very good there. I think he has another Jeskai Charm, though. Or maybe it's just, Plains that I'm seeing.
It looked like
Plains, Shivan Reef,
Stoke and Unknown.
Yeah.
I mean he's got the Stoke. He can make an additional token. Can't swing in with the Rabble Master. I mean, do you trade your Seeker of the Way for the Polukranos here?
Man, so no, you're not going to trade your Seeker of the Way. I think what you're going to probably have to do is you're going to attack with your goblins because they have to attack, and then try to Stoke this Polukranos.
After he blocks one of them?
Yeah. Alright, so I'm Tommy, I'm just going to block this Seeker of the Way.
I think you block the Seeker, and then once he goes to Stoke,
Yeah.
you Stubborn Denial it.
And you just laugh at him.
Yeah, and then you have a Polukranos.
Yeah.
Which we all know is a pretty valuable card.
Yeah.
Especially against the tokens list. I mean... so does he have double Stoke the Flames in his hand? Wow.
No. He's holding up Disdainful, or, well, yeah, Negate, maybe? No,
I don't think he has the Negate in hand.
Stubborn Denial this.
Yeah, you do.
Can't imagine we just let this guy die.
Kinda need to keep Poly K alive.
Yeah.
So Tommy's taking 1.
And then next turn, can we just monstrous Polukranos for
a bunch?
No, for 2, I think, and then kill the Rabble Master.
So he's taking 2 off the tokens.
Yeah, taking 2 off the tokens, 1 off Mana Confluence.
Yep. So he's down to 9.
And then David's gonna gain 3.
David gains 3. Goes up to 23. Or, I'm sorry, 22. Interesting.
So I wonder if we kill the Rabble Master here. Man, those Mana Confluences, though.
They are.
Dealing us damage. Man.
Once again, the damage. And I guess now that I have more time to think about it, and now that I have, you're viewing the game from this kind of outside vantage point.
Yeah, I don't...
You're taking damage to make sure your spells are on time. That's the downside to Tamir.
Right. So, yeah, I think this list is just playing more Mana Confluences than, the tokens deck isn't playing any Mana Confluences.
It is not.
I can't imagine this Tamir deck is playing as many, Frontier Bivouacs tap lands as the Mardu and the Jeskai decks are playing.
Correct.
So
So that's why you're taking the damage.
Yeah, I wonder if Tommy's his play here is to cast Storm Breath Dragon and just attack with the